Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Pimathon 2020. Today, I am going to speak on a very important topic, that is the stress among the doctors. Medical profession, as you know, is one of the most stressful professions in the world. It not only affects your psyche, but also affects your physical health. Today, I am going to discuss what are the causes of this stress among the medical profession and how to get rid of them. What is the definition of the stress? Let's know first. Stress is the gap between our expectations and reality. More the gap, more the step. So in life, expect nothing and accept everything. What does the stress cause to you? Stress causes unhappiness, and unhappiness leads to illness. Stress is inevitable. It will continue to be present regardless of gender, whether we are male, whether we are female, regardless of our age, whether we are child or we are old or we are young, social class, wealth and profession. So in all the ages, in all the situations, stress is always there. But one thing we must know, that stress is not necessarily harmful always. It can be an asset as long as it is tolerable. So little degree of stress is important for us to rise in our life. But once it crosses the physiological limits, it becomes dangerous to the body. So little bit of stress is good, but it should not cross the limits. Remember, only people absolutely free of stress are dead ones. Stress only goes when you die. But this is not the prescription we will give to any of our patients. What is the definition of present day doctor? It's very interesting. Today, doctor is stressed, depressed, and oppressed, but still well dressed. So this is how we'll define a doctor. Look at this photograph and it will let you know the exact situation of the doctor. What are the causes of stress in medical profession? In stress medical profession, the stress starts from day one, the day you plan to become a doctor. First is you have to work very hard to enter the profession. You have to work day and night, you have to study day and night, then only you can enter the profession. In this profession, there is no campus placement. So you have to look for a job. So there is always difficulty in looking for a job because getting a job is not easy in medical profession. Then the poor pay packages. The pay is too less. Few years back, Punjab government gives 15,000 salary to a doctor, which is a mockery. And then, of course, once you become a doctor, you have the stress of proving your worth. Nobody come to your clinic until they know you are efficient in your job, you are good in your job. So after coming to the profession, you have to prove your worth. And then, of course, once you enter the profession, if there is no worth, you are stressed. And if you work hard, you are overworked, even then there is stress. Most important cause of stress among doctors is the hostility against the doctors. People, they do not tolerate anything, especially the death of a person. And of course, they say doctor is the cause of the death of their patient. So they become hostile, and there have been many instances where doctors have been affected. We must know that we are the powerless creatures. We are soft targets. So everybody attacks us. There are ruthless laws. There are at least 52 various laws applicable to the medical profession. Look here, doctor jailed for violating sonography norms. Just the register was not complete. He was jailed for this very particular purpose. And last but not the least is the Clinical Establishment Act. This is final nail on the coffin of doctors. It is the latest and most dreadful weapon against the profession to harass the doctors through bureaucracy. The bureaucrats people will rule over us, will dictate us what to do and what to do, not to do. And this will, of course, breed corruption and harassment on the doctors will increase. There are reasons, personal reasons also, for which doctors are in stress. Most of the doctors are very obsessive. They are perfectionists. They want to do everything with perfection and they strive to do more and more to be better. So day and in, they work hard to be better than before. And then, of course, there is professional accountability. For everything that you do, you are accountable to the public, to the government, and to the courts. And then, of course, there is always reluctance to seek help from professionals in case of psychological problem. So we fear going to doctors. What would the doctor would say that you're yourself are a doctor and you're seeking medical help. And then, of course, we all know long hours lead to family decrease in poor family relationship and sport. And then, of course, there is always lack of positive feedback. There are always complaints against us. Hotel business and hospital business is the only thing where appreciation is the least, and there are mostly complaints. And of course, as I have already said, insecurity due to threats and violence is always on their head. Look at this photograph. Over 75% of the doctors have faced violence at work. This, of course, is a part of study. So most of us have had some sort of violence against us during our duty hours. Then there are other causes. How does it affect our psyche? Emotional psyche, loss of humor. Doctors hardly laugh. Always irritated, always bitter because of the stress. There is poor concentration, and there is always a suspicion and mistrust. This leads to behavior changes, absenteeism, always looking at the clock if you are in service. कि कब काम खत्म हो रहा मैं घर जाऊं. Diminish personal conduct with client and police. This is of course very usual. And how does it affects your physique, body? You are mostly tired, lethargic. Sleep disorders are extremely common. Increased minor illness like headache, backache, bad stomach, they are always present among the doctors. And then, of course, we all know major illnesses like coronary artery disease, diabetes, and hypertension are so common among the medical profession. What is the final result of this stress? It has been studied all over the country and published in Indian Journal of Critical Medicines. There are 5 Ds. One is at least 14% doctors are on drugs because of the stress. Very high number. 25% of all doctors consume alcohol in large quantity. So they become addicted to alcohol because of the stress. 20% are on antidepressants. So anxiety is so much, they have to take drugs to sleep. or relax. And there is high rate of divorce compared to all the professions. 7 to 9% of all marriages among medical professionals, they result in divorce. And of course, the worst is that suicides are very high, highest among all the medical professions. All the professions. So, medical profession commit highest number of suicides compared to all other professions because of the stress they have to face in their day-to-day life. And this, of course, is very painful. What is the final result of stress in medical profession? Look here, country's lifespan is 68 years, and doctors have the lowest lifespan compared to all other professions. It is 60 years. So look at the gap. The stress is taking heavy toll of their lives, and this, of course, is the final result. Next, please. Way to manage our stress. First of all, we have to change ourselves, and we must know and must remember that doctors is doctor's worst enemy. Behind every consumer court case, there is a doctor. And look are the people who have to guide us. डॉक्टर हुए लालची जल्दी अमीर बनने के लिए कर रहे हैं अनावश्यक सर्जरी डॉक्टर त्रेहन so this is the impression they spread about us how can we become popular how can we become favorite of ours where our guides give such sort of statements there is need to remain united we are the least united people among all the professions look at the lawyers for a small thing they go on strike and get their things accepted from whichever source they want. But we hardly get united, and that, of course, is the reason we have to face the people badly. Now is the most important part how to manage our stress. First thing is need to change the mindset of the people. There are misconceptions about our profession among the people. They feel we are next to God, so we can do anything on this earth, which is, of course, one of the biggest misunderstanding the people have. Doctors are super intelligent human beings. Doctors can never fall ill. If you say that I was not well, they get surprised. कि, अच्छा जी, डॉक्टर भी बीमार हो जाते हैं कमाल है Doctors can be contacted anytime. So it may be day, it may be midnight, they can be contacted. There is no rest time for the doctors. This is also a big misconception among the people. Doctors are not supposed to go on a holiday. This is another misconception. If you go on a holiday for a couple of days, people keep on reminding you when they come for follow up कि डॉक्टर साहब ਅਸੀਂ ਆਏ ਸੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮਿਲੇ ਨਹੀਂ हम आए थे आप तो हमको मिले ही नहीं so they keep on reminding you they think doctor should always be present in his lifetime always in his clinic many times people call me in the evening at 9:30 10 o'clock कि डॉक्टर साहब कहाँ बैठे हो क्लिनिक में हो so they expect always us to be in the hospital to be in our clinic which is also a big misconception. And the worst is doctor should not earn money. This is the biggest conception. All other professions make lot of money. A lawyer has a fees in lakhs. You have fees in hundreds, but still people feel you are overcharging them. People don't realize that doctors are also normal human beings and they are subject to all worldly problems like any other person. And like them, they have taken the profession to earn their livelihood and support their family. So this is the realization must come in public that we are as much human beings as other human beings are there around us. Then only the things can improve. Now, how to solve the problem? This is most important, and we should spend our time on this. We must know if they are in problem, define the problem, and then, of course, brainstorm possible solutions. Discuss the solution problem with a friend or a specialist. This we must do, and ultimately we should select a solution and implement the plan. We should spare some time to look after ourselves. We keep on looking after the people, but not ourselves. So if there is a problem, we must define it and then, of course, try to solve it. You and your patient. We must do our best for our patients. We should be ethical, sincere, and do our best for every patient that we see. But we should not involve ourselves with the patient at the expense of your health and family. Keep proper balance. If we do not keep a proper balance, we are going to suffer. So, if you're not well, that doesn't mean you have to go to attend the hospital. If you needed by your family, you should look after your family also, in addition to look after the patients. So, maintaining a balance is very important. Develop a mindset that brings happiness. In the morning, when you get up, make a resolve to be happy. Say, whatever is the situation, how much the patient speaks against me, how much the patient harasses me, whatever are the problems, whatever the problem at home, whatever the problem at the working place, resolve to be happy in the morning, and that will help you. We must set our goals, but the goals must be realistic. Let goals be need based. This is very important. In our life, we must remember that needs can be met, greeds can't be met. If you are greedy, then of course you can never relax. We always work hard to earn money day and night, but we must remember that the money can only get you amusement, but not happiness. It can get you an excellent bed, but not sleep. You can buy good books, costly books, but not wisdom. You can have many friends once you have money, but not true friends. You can get food with your money, but not appetite. You can have a big house, but not home. And you can have medicines, buy costly medicines, but not health. So money can't get you everything, remember, and we keep on working hard day and night to make more and more money, which doesn't help you in the long run. This is very important. You should also love what you do for your living. Remember, these things must be remembered that if you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a day, go on a picnic. So if you are on a picnic, you can be happy for one day. If you want happiness for a month, get married. And if you want happiness for a year, inherit wealth. You can inherit lot of wealth from your parents. It doesn't last long. So if you want a happiness for the lifetime, learn to love and work hard what you do for your living. So you must love your work, work for your work if you want happiness for your life. Change yourself before changing others. Remember, In this life, you can't change anyone. Can't change your father, your wife, sister, daughter, even your patient and your boss. Everybody has his own habits. So don't try to change them. Change yourself first. If you change yourself, the others will themselves get changed. So don't insist on changing others. Change your own self, and the things would be set right, and stress would be less. About your children, we keep on working hard for our children, but we must remember that we must make heroes and heroines of our children for their achievements. Praise them as often as they deserve. Look here, praise them as often as they deserve. Do not unnecessarily bleed for your children. Many people keep on saying, "कैसे तो सब कुछ बच्चों वास्ते कर रहे हैं." Make them tough to handle life of their own. Very important. Give them good sanskar. If you give them good habits, good sanskar, it will help their in their lifetime. And last but not the least, do not hand over everything to your children in your lifetime. Otherwise, you will be on the road. So these things you must surrender as far as your own children are concerned. You and your family. Find time for yourself and your family. Most of the time we are busy in our work, in our day-to-day duties, and do not find time for the family. So this is the worst thing that can happen in one's lifetime. So you have responsibilities for your families also. So we should must find time for our family. Say goodbye to Dinch and Dinch syndrome. Most of us are so busy, like a gynecologist's wife and a cardiologist's husband, for example. It used to be Dinch, double income, no child. But of course, the workload has increased so much that it has now come to Dinch syndrome, double income, no sex. So we are getting apart as far as our own family is concerned. So avoid this. Learn to say no and accept no. Most of them, as an Indian, we are very formal. We are not in a habit to say no, and that puts us in trouble. If you go for a drink to somebody, he himself may not drink, but he will keep on offering you. And you will never say no to him. And this will make you habitual as far as alcohol is concerned. But you have to learn to accept no also. Some people get irritated if they are said no by their friends, by their relatives. So we should have both ways. Learn to say no and accept no if we want to be happy. This is very important. Way to manage our stress is to make adjustments in life. Without this, you can't survive. Because we keep on looking for right employer, right employee, right spouse. We always feel other spouse is good. Right children, we feel other children are good. Right patient, and so on. We forget that we have to be right person ourselves also. Experience has shown there is no perfect person, no perfect employer, no perfect employee, no perfect spouse. There is no perfect person in this verse. So you have to make adjustments in life. Look at this man. He made adjustments in his life and ruled this country for 10 years. So learn to make adjustments in every sphere of your life. You would be happy. You and your wife. I talked about you and your children. Every morning, ask your wife if there are odd jobs you can do for her. Show her that you care her. This is very important. Consider your wife to your boss. Many people don't do this and think they are the boss. And in the bargain, everybody would be happy and there will be no stress. So the best way to keep remain happy is to keep your lady happy, and this will keep you happy, keep your family happy. So this trick you must learn. Early you will learn, better it is. Then of course, laughter. We people hardly laugh. We people keep on criticizing other people, and that of course makes our life hell. Remember, and we all know that laughter is nature's best medicine, but we don't do it. Try to make friends with non-medical persons also. Because if you are with medical company all the time, you will keep on discussing medical problems rather than making jokes or having lighter talks. So try to make some friends which are not in your profession to make yourself happy. This is one thing we must find time. Hobbies and aversions, they are very important to take stress off your life. We all know reading, writing, listening to a favorite music, painting, photography, gardening, watching sports. In fact, if you like cricket match, you must see it. If you like football match, you should find time to see a match. And another thing is take a break and go on a holiday. This will relax you. Most of us keep on thinking कि यदि हम चले जाए तो पेशेंट का क्या बनेगा. Patient keep on managing themselves. Try to go on a break always, and you will come back fresh and start your innings fresh again. So relax and be more productive. This should be the motto. Exercise, yoga, and meditations. These are the best things in life. Exercise and yoga makes your body healthy and mind healthy. If you do exercise daily, you will be physically good, physically strong, and yoga will make your mind to relax. You must meditate because meditation when is there when you listen to the God, and this provides you a lot of relaxation. So find time for exercise, yoga, and meditation. You will be least stressful in your life. Next, pray God. Remember, when prayers go up, blessings come down. So always remember God and always wish Sarvatutapala. Don't wish for your own good, wish good for the whole universe. Because if you include the whole universe, you will be automatically included in this particular thing. So must pray God, and God will definitely reciprocate. Thank you very much. I'm sure this talk of mine will make difference in your life, and you will try to remain stress free. Thank you.